Hi Aries, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. My name is Gabriella and I'm here to do your weekly reading from July 7th through the 13th. Not a lot going on astrologically except the big boy. The big theme this week today is that Uranus entered Gemini. So this is starting a 7-year cycle. It initiates a 7-year cycle of innovation, tech, new ideas, and everyday connections. So there's going to be like a lot of breakthroughs in those areas because Uranus is kind of like the great awakener, and he likes to shake things up. So definitely breakthroughs, unexpected news, and mental freedom inside this slave system. We get mental freedom. I mean, well, it depends on whatever it is for you, Aries, you know, what your mental freedoms. I mean, we all have stuff that we constantly ruminate over and think about. So this is definitely like a liberation of the mind. And it just depends on what house it is. Uranus should be in your third house, respectfully so, since you're the first sign. You're the first house, so should be in your third house of communication and all of that. So the other thing that's going on this week, July 10th, we have that full moon in Capricorn. So this is kind of highlighting with Cancer being in Jupiter, and then also we are still in Cancer season. This highlights the interplay between like the public achievement and then our emotional foundation. So it's going to be an interesting full moon for sure. Then July 13th, Saturn goes retrograde in Aries. So this is, retrogrades are basically review, and this is in your sign, right? So this is about you, yourself, and I. And so this is about you reevaluating your responsibilities, your personal responsibilities, and your responsibilities that you have to, you know, your work, your life, your partners, etc. Social has to do with like boundaries, long-term plans, and your inner strength, and just taking accountability and responsibility for yourself. And it's just looking at like where you have it, and where you can change that. So I started with the transits right away. So I'd like to clear the energy because the energy is coming in fast. That's why I'm kind of talking really fast. And today I have the love frequency. This is 528 hertz instead of the clearing. And we're just going to spread some love this week. So if you want to close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths in and out as I ping the tuning fork, you're welcome to do so. If not, that's fine. So ready? 1, 2, 3. I love this. I loved when I did my sessions with my clients in my home, my privates. That was my favorite tuning fork to end the session with. So it's one of my favorites. So let's get started. I gave you the aspects, so Spirit, I'm welcoming Spirit to give me guidance and have me give a clear and concise message to the Aries collective for their best and highest good. And we got the stone. The stone, we can look at it a couple ways, right? You know, the stone is very sturdy. It takes years and years of water to create, you know, coming down the river to create a stone, whether it be like a crystal or just like a rock, you know, in a river. So it's very sturdy and very resilient. But then also the stone can be like, where are we too hard? You know, where are we too walled up? So I like that. We'll see how it turns out and how it correlates with whatever comes out in the tarot. So welcome back, Aries. I am happy to have you here. A little scattered brain today, so please forgive me. Yeah, but I hope you enjoy last week's reading, and I'll probably do like a quickie for the full moon. So yeah, so Spirit, give me clear and concise message. Okay, so the 3 of Swords reverse, the 8 of Wands reverse. So I mean the 8 of Wands upright. So some sort of communication. Obviously the 3 of Swords is you know, forgiving, recovering. You're moving on from some sort of hurtful situation, whether it be in love, you know, partnership, some sort of connection, right? It can be whatever it is. It doesn't have to just be a romantic partnership. But you do have also the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, so maybe because this is like acceptance of and realigning, you know, from this negative situation that happened. And then you get the Page of Pentacles. So new opportunity, new manifestation, new just new energy, right? Coming in after this kind of like heartbreaky situation, whatever this situation might be, like I said. And then you have the Chariot in afterwards. So I like this for you, Aries, whatever this is about, because this is just moving on. You know, you're taking some action, you're progressing, you're getting a new opportunity, you're feeling good. Some fast communications coming in this week. So I like that. I like that a lot. Cancer energy here. You have Cancer, Libra, Sag energy. And then, yeah, maybe you're putting in some work into yourself this week, which I highly recommend with the 8 of Pentacles. You know, so this 8 of Pentacles, it's like upright. Yes, it's, you know, the motivation, the heart, putting in the hard work and everything. But the reverse is like, I like it reverse, especially with this type of energy, the opening with the 3 of Swords. Because it's like more you're working on yourself than, you know, putting in energy on the outside. And it's more self-discipline and working on yourself versus like working, you know, for work or whatever, or for other people. What is the final message here? Because this is pretty clear. Yeah, there's some sort of thing that like hurt you. But things are moving on. You're moving on. You're healing. You have a sudden awareness. You have a new opportunity. Development is going on here that you are, yeah, because you're looking at things from a different perspective, Aries. I really like this energy for you this week. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there because that's Neptune energy. Yeah, you're moving on from like a hard situation, whatever this heartbreak was, you know, and heartbreak doesn't necessarily just have to do with love. So, and it's like going back to that stone. If I feel like what I said, you know, I feel like you're opening back up and you're looking at things from a different perspective, and you're moving on and taking some action. and doing some self-development on yourself. What is the advice for Aries? This is looking good. Yeah, having this clear energy, the clear mindset, you know, like a thirst for like renewal. I like this a lot. So it's just, you're just feeling really good about, and you're feeling good and clear about like moving forward with like a nice young energy, or like renewed energy. This one might be short for you guys, Aries. I like this. All right, Spirit. So we got like serendipity. I love that. And I love that it's like the 4-leaf clover, right? So, you know, there's definitely new things coming in, and it's going to be coming in fast, right? Whatever this is, this communication or this action that you're taking is going to be some fast moving stuff that comes in once you take the action. And you're going to have good luck. And then you got like, no place like home, which I love, and then co-create. And the home can just mean like your home. Like you don't need, some people need like a home base, you know, to feel good, but really our home is like within ourselves. Like once we get that, to that level, and every Aries is going to be different, and I'm not like knocking anybody wherever they're at in their journey, but the reality is like shit can be, I'm in Texas and we've had these crazy floods, you know, not too far from me. It's, you know, 20-30 miles away, and like 80 people have died, and, you know, children are missing, and these floods, you know, they're insane, flash floodings, right? And this happened 4th of July weekend, and things can happen so fast and so quickly, and we can be displaced, and we can all of a sudden not have a home, or our home is flooded or whatever. But the reality is that those are just things, and that our home is here in our heart, in our soul, in our body. It's just interesting that this brought me up. And this is like, I like this energy with the cheetah here. Again, moving back to the 8 of Wands, and then also the Chariot. Things are going to be moving quickly when you co-create and you are in this new energy, because you got 2 page energies and they were both upright. When you co-create with Spirit and you take action on whatever this is, right, or whatever it is that you're thinking about taking action on, the cheetah's here, right? So things will move quickly, and the cheetahs have, you know, staying power. They can run for fast, but, you know, also not for like a super extreme long time. So just keep that in mind. And I love that the little owl is there, and then an egg. So the owl is about wisdom, right, and knowledge, and I like this for you. It seems like a really good week for you guys. Definitely take some action, Aries collective, on whatever this is, or whatever opportunity is coming in, or whatever self-development, new idea, new perspective, new whatever it is. Definitely take action on it. Interesting. Because you definitely have the resilience and the strength for it. I like this message for you. This one's a quickie. I love it. Oh, it was wait, but wait in reverse. So that is confirmation that don't wait. Whatever the thing or the item or the whatever opportunity gets presented to you, don't wait, because it is reverse. So definitely take action. It's not a time for waiting and, you know, and being like a stone, right? Not immovable. Some stones we just can't move, right? So it's interesting. What else do you have for Aries spirit? What else do you have here? Yeah, and I like this because it's like, if you believe, you got to trust yourself. You got to co-create with spirit and know that like beautiful things will come your way, right? Serendipitous things will come your way. So I like that for you. Let me pull a Moonology card and maybe one more angel number card, and then we'll call it a reading. I like this energy for you, Aries. I think it's going to be a great week for you guys. I hope it, resonates. If it doesn't, just check for your other placements. This one is the intention for Sun, Moon, Rising, and then Venus. So check that out. This is too many, but be bold and make the first move. That's your card for sure. That's like your energy. Expect powerful change. It says new moon eclipse. And time to give rather than take. Well, you got the new moon in Virgo and you got the full moon in Virgo. So maybe Virgo season's gonna be like big for you guys. Whatever you're taking action with this week, you'll start seeing like nice results by like Virgo season or something like that. So interesting that you got the two Virgo cards, the new moon and the full moon. So Virgo season I think is going to be big for you guys. All right, let me pull an angel number card and then we'll call it a day. And we'll read the stone just to close out the reading. Oh, well, that one fell out. 2020. Hopefully you can read it. Compassion. Your beliefs and assumptions are validated, showing that you are on the right path. Embrace your talents and gifts, using them to benefit both the world and your own prosperity. Serve others with kindness, generosity, and your potential is boundless. Yeah, I like that because you also got, you got kind of 3 Cancer cards, right? You got, what do you get? You got the 4 Cups reverse, you got the Chariot, and you got the No Place Like Home, all Cancerian energy. So compassion for other people, and most of all, compassion for yourself. Let's read the stone and see what this is about. What else? Yeah, so, chill week in terms of a lot. There's not a whole lot of squares and things like that. But, there's definitely, we're getting into this new world energy. So any big moves this week will be great, especially with that full moon. It says the stone, the anchor, the rock. The eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypical object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is of one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone, and that reminds me of the home card, No Place Like Home. And of course of the Capricorn too, full moon, that the stone is best used to anchor our wild side. Saturn, right? Capricorn. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Yeah, with this new communication, this energy coming in quick, and you're taking action and making some moves, definitely I would recommend, with this full moon in Capricorn as well, being an earth sign, I would recommend it with the full moon being in an earth sign. Not that you are an earth sign, you have that fiery energy, right? So it's good to balance with and ground that your high intense energy with some grounding, you know, whether it be breath work, whether it be actual grounding on the grass, the beach, the whatever, you know, doing some grounding would be ideal, especially this week. So I love this energy for you, Aries. I hope you have a great week, and let me know what you think. I would love for you to like, comment, and share. And then also I will be going into a deeper video of what Uranus and in Gemini, moving into Gemini, and each house, what it means for each placement. So definitely do look for that. It'll be an extended video, and then I'll do probably a quickie for every sign for the full moon in Capricorn as well. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful week.